Elsa, sit. Good girl. All right. Hi, everyone. Sorry we're running a little behind. Had some technical difficulties, but welcome to another Pals and Paws live webinar. Today I have Elsa. Oh, come here. Elsa, stay. Come here. Elsa. And we're going to try and teach her down and come. So both of those commands involve some luring, and usually you want to teach sit and stay beforehand. That way you can kind of distinguish between the two. However, you don't want to mix training all of those together because that could confuse the dog. You want to make sure that we are using them as separate commands. So, Elsa, come here. Come here. Can you sit? It's also a little hot, so Elsa's a little distracted. Elsa! Elsa, come here. Elsa! Elsa, come here. Elsa! Elsa, come here. Come here, baby. There we go. That's better. Can you sit? Sit. Elsa, sit. Elsa, sit. Elsa, sit. Good girl. Dog training isn't always perfect, so we appreciate you guys hanging with us. Oh my goodness. Sit. Elsa. Elsa, sit. Sit. Good girl. So, if we're teaching come, like I said, sit is kind of a good precursor. You want them to know that. And we're going to lure her to lay down, which she may or may not do for us right now. She's not the most cooperative. Okay, so I put it directly underneath her, got her to lay her body on the ground, so then she gets a treat. And I want to keep luring her, so that means I'm showing her where to go. I'm putting it directly underneath her, and then I slowly pull it out, and that gets her to go into a down position. We would never want to force her to automatically lay down, by pushing on her. That could confuse her or not really help her learn it very well. So sit. Sit. Good girl. So I'm putting it directly underneath and then slowly pulling it up. Down. Good girl. And as she understands of what I want from her, I associate that word down as the command. So eventually she'll learn down means I'm just putting my body onto the ground. So good job, Elsa. Now the next command we want to work on is come. So like I said, stay is a good precursor, but we come here. Good girl. Good girl. Elsa, sit. Sit. Elsa, sit. Good girl. Good girl. So if I was teaching her stay, I'd always want to stay, make sure that I come back to her for the release when I give her the treat. Good girl. So for stay, we want to make sure that the dog understands they're getting rewarded for staying put. So never, when you're teaching stay, tell the dog to come, because those are two different commands. Whereas right now, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm not going to say stay, I'm just going to try and get her to stay put and tell her to come. So Elsa, Elsa, sit, sit. Good girl. Taking a few steps back. I didn't tell her yet, so I don't want to reward her for that. Elsa, come. Good girl. So I don't want to confuse sit or stay and come, so that's why I only tell her come right now. Come here. Come here. Let's do it this way. Can you turn around? Good girl. Sit. Good girl. We'll try again. Want her to stay put. Come. Good girl. Good girl. Oops, we dropped it. She found it anyway. She's good at that. So we'll try putting them together. So, Elsa, sit. So I got her to go into a down. She gets a treat for that. Whoops. Little sneezes. Little sneezes. Okay, Elsa, come. Come. Good job. Good. She's a little tired and distracted, but she still picked up both of those commands really well. So thank you guys for tuning in today, and there's no Pals and Paws live webinar next week, but we will return on August 28th. Thank you guys.